Congress is not like House of Cards. It's not super dramatic. It's not all this backstabbing and fancy revenge plots that hinge on some big surprise. Except when it's exactly that, as it was last week. Last week was straight up House of Cards. 10 days ago, Speaker McCarthy made a deal to lift the debt ceiling and avoid default. That deal made his right flank really mad because they wanted all these spending cuts and they didn't get them. So the question coming out of all that was whether they would retaliate. And they did. We were all on the House floor early in the week to vote on something very simple. It's the procedural vote that lets us move forward and take other votes. And this vote always passes. It hasn't failed once in 20 years. So I voted and then walked out of the chamber. And then I heard all this commotion behind me. So I went back in. And sure enough, the right flank had waited until the last possible moment and then voted against it. And the vote had failed, which meant we couldn't take any other votes. Everything was canceled and we all went home. They've got the votes to block everything going forward, and right now they're just holding that over the speaker. We're waiting to hear if they've lifted the blockade. But in a way, this could be good news for the speaker, because even though he's got a revolt on his hands, they're not calling for a vote to end his speakership, which they could. It only takes 5 of them voting against him, and he's done. The fact that they've chosen this mini revolt instead of just going for his head probably means that they're not really interested in replacing him. What they're really interested in is embarrassing him and reminding the rest of us that they can burn it all down whenever they want, which is why every time they light a match, it gets everyone's attention. And I'll keep you posted.